I just want to say what a brilliant live stream it was on Thursday. Thanks so much to everybody who got involved. We have picked your tips out. Don't forget we're going live this Thursday again. So, title of today's video, I know for a fact that literally you will chip so much better by applying what we're going to say right here. Because Curtis Mellick has asked and said, Alex, how do I stop blading and chunking my chipping and pitch shots? Okay, all about setup there. And the second one, Pedro Soler Martinez said, uphill pitch, downhill pitch, tight lies, how do you tackle them? Whew, these are a biggie. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk through a chip shot setup, a pitch shot setup, how you get into that perfectly, and then we're going to tackle the uphill and downhill lies. Toughies, but very important. First on our list is how you stand to a chip shot. Big things. You go wrong here in your setup, you find it hard to make contact. Blading, chunking, ugh, horrible. Same with all sort of 4 of these areas really. Okay, first off on our list, we want a stance a club head width apart. Tick. Want that ball towards the back of our stance, and I want you to address the golf ball and then get the shaft a little bit steeper as you walk a little bit closer, okay? Then I'm going to grip a little bit more down towards where the steel or the graphite of your shaft is, keeping your shoulders parallel, turn the left toe out, pull the left foot back, and put 70% of your weight on your left hand side. You're in. That is your setup. Now when you're hitting the chip shot, I want you to feel you keep it as a 1 lever system for simple terms. So we're not setting it too much in such a short distance. We're feeling as though our thumbs stay pointing to the ground and then pointing to target, just like this. Oh, have a look at that. That is how that one finished. We enjoy that. Okay, we're going to the pitch shot now. Next up, we have the pitch shot. So roughly around 50 yards here. That is, oof, shivers down your spine when you think of that distance. So you're going to see some similarities between the chip and the pitch here. Okay, so instead of being 1 club head width apart, which you were on the chip, we're now going to go 2 club head widths apart on your stance. The ball position on the back club head, and address the golf ball, gripping in the middle of your grip. So you should have even at the top, even at the bottom here. The final few things we need to do here is turn the left toe out, pull it away slightly, and put your weight on your lead side roughly around 60%. So it was 70% with the chipping, now we're around 60. Now the key thing is, I want you to make this swing, but your shoulders at address would stay parallel and your hips slightly open. Finally, we'd go from 1 lever system to just getting our thumbs to point to the sky and our thumbs to point to the sky. So a little bit of a practice swing, weight on my left side, thumbs to the sky, thumbs to the sky. That's as simple as we need to make it. Oh, that strike. That is what we're about. That little bit of nip. So we've got another question here, which I think is vitally important with short game. Jared O'Connor said, hi Alex, please forgive my ignorance. You mentioned bounce, but what is it you mean? So I actually replied to him with saying it's the difference between the bottom edge and the leading edge and the back edge. But do you know what? The easiest way to explain that is this. So you can see if I place that club on the ground right here and put it on its back edge, you can see the difference between that in here, and that simply is the degrees of bounce. The bigger the angle is, the more bounce it has. You can also get variations where you get it ground away, so you can have some bounce, but the back edge is ground a little bit if you're playing on firm golf courses. But simply, this angle at the back here between the back edge and the leading edge is your bounce. Okay, downhill shots, absolute toughie, blade central. So usually on a distance like this, with this distance between the fringe and the flag, I would use my 50 degree. So first rule of thumb is, we're gonna want a little bit more loft in our hand. So I'm gonna substitute my 50 for my 54. Dead easy, this first stage. Okay, let's simply explain why. So we're addressing our golf ball on a flat lie. This is my 54 degree wedge, okay? When we go on a downhill lie, we're taking loft off that golf club at address. So I'm turning like my 54 into a 50. So if I did the same thing with a lower lofted club, it's gonna come out far too low and really roll out far too much. So nice and simple. Downhill lie, we're going to want to use a little bit more loft, and anticipate it's still going to roll out a little bit more and launch maybe a little bit lower. Next, take a bit of a wider stance and match your weight to the slope. Have a few practice swings, swinging down the slope. Don't try and get it in the air. You've got more loft in your hand for that exact reason. There we go. Tell you what, we would take that all day long. Let's go uphill shot. So we're now on to the uphill shot. And all you've got to think of this is the complete opposite. We want to go more for our 50 instead of our 54, if this scenario would usually be a 54 degree. So nice and easy, you're going to want less loft in your hand. So think before, downhill was taking loft off, uphill is adding loft to our golf club. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It's simple, this is easy. Remember, this channel is powered by you. So anything that you're worried about in your golf game, coming up to the weekend this week and you're getting some practice sessions in, get down in the comments. I'm here to help you. I will pick you out, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell because, well, you won't want to miss out on your very own tip request.